Hi everyone, today I've got my entire LV collection sitting out here. It is a happy dozen. I've got 12 pieces and I thought it would be fun to rank them from most to least used. So I'm going to start with the most. By far the most used LV piece that I own is this key pouch. This is the original mini key pouch in the Dami Eben, and I know that the new small size, medium size, and large size key pouches have launched recently. I have been eyeing them. This is just perfect though. It fits my keys and my library card, and it fits so nicely. And on those days where I don't want to carry much, I will actually slip my ID and credit card in here, and I'll just grab this and go just like that. So this fits inside my pocket, any coat pocket, as well as even the smallest mini bags. But I have been tempted lately to pick up the small size, the new small size key pouch. The reason being that the next most used LV piece is my small kirigami. This is the smallest of the trio, and I use it as a little wallet. It's got my cards and cash in there, and I've been using this quite a lot. But sometimes I would find myself wishing that I could just have one little pouch where all of my cards and cash and my keys can go in. And I do know that the new small key pouch would fit both of these because, as I understand it, it is very similar, if not exactly the same size as the Chanel O case. But for now, these two are very much used pretty much on the daily, and I'm very happy with them. Next is another SLG. This is my little coin purse. It's the Christmas animation from 2019, and this one is special because 2019 is also the year that I took my daughter to Italy, just the two of us, mother-daughter trip, and we did also spend some time in Venice. So this is the Venice design, really cute. And I have old school earbuds. You guys know I don't do the wireless. I prefer the ones with the wires, so I keep them in here, and this comes with me pretty much everywhere. So this is also very, very much used. I just want to say there have been some comments in the past that the paint from the Christmas animations will eventually scratch or rub off. And I want to say this is close to 6 years old. I do not baby it. It gets thrown around in my bag with other items, and so far I think it's holding up really well. So if you had any questions or concerns about the Christmas animation pieces, I just wanted to let you know. Next, I only have 2 pairs of designer sunglasses, and this is one of my most used, right? I alternate between these and my Gucci sunglasses. These I've had for about 5 or 6 years now. It is all wrapped in monogram canvas, and it has the mirrored lens, which I really love. And then you have the tortoise shell design all the way around the frame, really pretty. I also love how it folds flat, so it sits really nicely in most of my bags. Just in terms of how long I've had this is the pochette accessoire, the original. I know that they have since updated it. I have a chain in here, a long chain that I use sometimes to dress it up. It also, of course, comes with a short vachetta leather strap, which I have still in the box because I don't use the short one. But this is what it looked like before they changed it. Now, of course, it's got a little bit more to the design, but this is the original, and I have had it for quite a few years. So a lot of you have commented on how glossy the canvas looks. I didn't do anything to it. I didn't condition it. I didn't apply anything to it. I think honestly this is just a really good piece of canvas. I got lucky, and also the natural oils from my hands and the lotions that I use may have just conditioned it over time because I use this a lot. So here's what the vachetta leather tab looks like. It's made in France. I did spray this with the Apple Guard. In fact, I sprayed all of my vachetta leather with Apple Guard just to prevent staining and watermarks. So this is how it has patinaed over the years. And I will say I'm not using this as often lately, but because of how much I used it in the first few years that I got it, it still ranks as one of my most used LV pieces. And lately I've been using this more as a big catch-all in my larger bags. So I'm still using it. I think it's a great piece, just so simple but practical and versatile. Next, most used, of course, is my Pochette Métis. This was actually my very first LV purchase and my very first LV handbag. I bought this the same day that I bought my sunglasses. So if you've been on my channel a while, you'll know that I wasn't really a fan of LV, and I used to tease my mom for liking LV. I was like, all their bags are brown, they're not even leather, and I used to kind of poo-poo on them, but it was this bag, I have to admit, it was the Pochette Matisse that really got me excited. It was the first bag that really drew me into LV, and I still find this to be such a great everyday bag. So you've got the back pocket, the zipper. Now this is probably about 6 years old now. So you can see there's a kind of a denting from where it molded to my body, right? But that doesn't bother me. And then you've got the glazing all around, no cracking, no issues on the glazing. This pocket is all lined with the microfiber, micro suede, so it's really soft. And the largest iPhone fits in here easily. So I love this back pocket. It just makes it so convenient. Here is the Vachetta leather. It is patinaed pretty evenly, again, because I did spray the Apple Guard at least once or twice. And here as well, here's the S-lock. And of course, this is what it looks like, the compartments. I'm really big on compartments just to have my things organized. So I love that it's designed like this, and it's just really, really easy. Fits all of my essentials and extras, fits a lot. And then you've got this strap. Now I will say this strap has come in handy so much because of course I wear it with my Pochette Matisse, but I can also wear it with my Pochette Accessoire. I can mix and match. I can also put this on my Speedy if I wanted to. This here is a classic Speedy with no bandolier, but I could probably add it to that. So this is a really great strap, and it's been holding up really well. As far as I can tell, there's no visible wear and tear. The glazing is fine. The reason why I keep talking about the glazing is because a number of years ago there was a recall on the Pochette Matisse, I think many of you know, because there were glazing issues and because a lot of customers were complaining. So they had to pull these from production. So for those of you who are looking on the pre-loved market, the secondary market for a Pochette Matisse, just make sure you look at the inside flap photos really carefully, because this is exactly where all of the cracking was happening. And the newer ones have the canvas that reach further down this pocket so that there's less tension when you're opening and closing the flap. Luckily mine is okay, but when you are looking on the pre-loved market, just be sure that you're not buying one of those that have issues, because that was kind of a big deal back then. Next, even though I haven't had this bag for all that long, maybe 2 years, maybe going on 3 years, this is my Speedy 25 in the bandolier. I have been using this quite a bit. I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy it more than I expected, probably because I had a couple of different Speedies and I wound up returning them or selling them because they just weren't right. But this one just happens to be the perfect Goldilocks size, the 25, and also the bandolier, and the damier bin just seems to work really well. So you've got the brown treated leather, makes it very low maintenance, no Vachetta. And then I've got a ZOOMONI insert here in the pink against the red contrast. With the damier bin, I love that there's a pop of red on the inside. I've got two straps here. This is of course the strap that it comes with, and then I also have this fun braided strap that was a collab that I did with Dress Up Your Purse. So this is just a great bag, especially for my bad weather days. Next most used will probably be my toiletry pouch. This is the 26 size, the original. This one right here is made in Spain. I also got it made in France, which I gifted to my mom because she commented on how pretty this was. And it really is. It's just a really pretty silhouette, right? And this is what it looks like on the bottom. So obviously this was also updated, and Louis Vuitton pulled the original one. They made a few changes and then they turned this into a trio set. So now when you purchase them from the boutique, you have to buy all three at once. Whereas in the past, it was 3 separate pieces. So you had the 26 size, the 19 size, and then the 15 size. I did actually own the 19 size, but I didn't feel that it was very useful for me. So I did eventually sell that one. So this is also just an insert that I have, but you don't really need an insert. It's all wipeable interior here, so very, very low maintenance, which is perfect because this is obviously a toiletry bag and liquids will go in here. But I like to keep the insert in just to keep the structure of the bag, and it stands up nice and tall. Also gives it more compartments. But I use this when I travel. So usually when I have my larger bottles, I put them all in here, all of my skincare. I have several travel bags that I like to use. And even when I use other travel bags for my liquids, I still tend to bring this because I still have other loose items that I want to keep organized. So I do use this a lot when I travel. So this is still a good one. I also think it's great for going to the beach or the pool if you want to put your sunblock, hotel key card if you're at a resort, and just grab it and go like this as a clutch. I know that some people have strong feelings about people using these types of items as bags. I think that it's fine. I think it's really super cute. It reminds me of Princess Diana, the late Princess Diana, coming off of her yacht. I think it looked really nice. It's very chic and very simple. So there's that. And then lately I have been using this bag a lot. So this is the Speedy BB. I've talked about this recently. It was a seasonal limited edition bag and it is all lambskin. It's the Speedy BB in ink, which is the black embossed monogram. It's got this nice little luggage tag, really soft rolled handles as they have on all Speedies. And then of course I have another insert here, a black ZOOMONI insert. I have a 20% off code for anyone who is interested. I'll link it down below. This is not a sponsored video, but as I'm showing you all of my inserts, I thought I would mention this is the beautiful braided strap that it comes with. So this is not an all-weather bag, so I will avoid reaching for this if it's wet outside, like if it's raining or snowing, but otherwise I do enjoy wearing it. I really love this braided chain, and I'll put this on for you because I want to show you. Of course, I like to wear this crossbody or one shoulder, but I also like to double this up just because the chain is so pretty and it's kind of like an embellishment. So you can actually double it up and make it short like this. And also, I like to grab this just top handle, and it does fit in the crook of my arm. And I just like to have this dangling. It just pops like jewelry. So that's the Speedy BB Beauty. And then I will say this big one here, the Speedy B 35 size, doesn't even show fully in the camera. I'll have to push it back. This is just such a gorgeous piece. So this is also a made in France. Pop of red, got all the stuff in here. Red ZOOMONI insert. Of course, you've got the strap. Now, the brown treated straps are not nearly as soft and malleable as the Vachetta leather straps are, but I think it's okay because usually when I'm traveling, I will put this on top of my rolling suitcase, and only occasionally will I use the strap to put it over my shoulder just for short distance. So I do use this, not a lot, but it's still used when I do travel, mostly short distance, like day trips, road trips, weekend trips, that kind of thing. Then this is one of my least used, and it used to be one of my most used. This is the Cosmetic Pouch PM. It's so pretty, the silhouette, this half moon. It's giving very retro vibes. And I don't know, I think it's a really pretty looking bag. However, I find that the tapered top does significantly limit the amount of items that can go in. And I don't have a lot of items to put inside my makeup bags, but I just found that there are other makeup bags that I found to be easier. So I've been neglecting this. You see all these smudges here? I keep saying I need to wipe it down, and I've just not made that a priority, but these smudges are from the cap of my eyebrow pencil coming off inside, so then the pencil just went nuts inside the bag. But luckily this is all that wipeable interior, so I'm sure it will wipe off very easily. In fact, I'll do that today. I need to stop procrastinating. I also had bought the GM size, which is the larger, same exact silhouette, because I thought it was so pretty. But as soon as I bought it and tried to put some items in, I realized even though it is significantly larger on the outside, the interior capacity is also very limited. So I wound up not keeping that. There's nothing wrong with it, and it's holding up really well. Wow, look at the corners. Nowhere. This, I think I bought it in 2019 or 2020. So it's been at least 5 years. And like I said in the beginning, I used it daily for the first few years. But lately it is not doing much for me, and I thought about selling it, but it's a small item. It doesn't take up space, and maybe one day I will still use it, or maybe one day my daughter will use it because she's a teenager and she's starting to get into makeup. So I'm still hanging on to it. And last but not least, if you know the story of this vintage, I talked about it recently. I almost let this go, but I decided to keep it. This is the vintage Speedy 30 size in monogram. It is over 25 years old. It happens to have a special date code with the same month and year that my husband and I started dating. So I think it's still in really good condition. I have it stuffed at the moment. You can see the glossiness of the canvas, the patina on the vachetta. It is definitely dirty on the handles. That's from the previous owner because I got this secondhand, but otherwise it's in great condition. And lately I've been thinking I really want to just reuse, repurpose, maybe refurbish items that I already have versus decluttering constantly and bringing in new things. I do enjoy decluttering, but sometimes I think that too can get addictive. It's like the opposite, but similar to shopping. Like we get this adrenaline rush from buying new things, but you can also get an adrenaline rush from getting rid of things. So sometimes I feel like I just need to sit tight, assess what I have, and start enjoying more of what I have. So this bag, I had confessed recently that I never ever used it. I've had it for about a year, and I just have been ignoring it, mainly because I wanted to give it a spa treatment first. So I think I need to make that a priority this year. And I will try my best to either film that process when I do give it the spa treatment, or I'll definitely do like before and after. So that is it, my happy dozen, all of my Louis Vuitton items from most to least used. And I am still thinking about that small size key pouch. But let me know if you think that's a good addition or if I should just walk away. And I would love to know, for those of you who have an LV collection of your own, what is your most used piece and what's your least used piece? I would love to know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.